Hey guys, and welcome to game number 65 out of 100 of the Mack vs. Machine series, where I'll be playing 100 games of Scrabble against the top online bot, HastyBot. We're currently at 42 and 22, so it's been going quite well so far, and we are nearing the two-thirds point of the series. So let's see if we can keep the momentum going strong here in game number 65. Okay, not a good start. He opens with partied, and we have 7 very clunky consonants. Probably gonna need to exchange here. What do we even have that's not an exchange? I mean, I don't want to play Jaw, keeping BGKLV for 13. That's clearly not worth it. I don't think we have much through this E either, or through this I. Yeah, I think we have to exchange and probably keep nothing. I mean, you could play Gawk too, but again, JVBL is just way too clunky, especially we're going to need to bingo back as soon as we can to make up that deficit. And none of these constants are particularly good, so I would just trade 7 here. Wow. Okay, so he bingos back with sacks a tile for 110, and just like that, we're down 186 to nothing after 2 turns. So not a good start by any means. We have a little bit of a better rack here. We could play Oyez over here for 56. It's probably in order. We already are at the point where we need to be very aggressive if we want any chance of coming back here. So putting the Z in the triple lane, if he didn't get good tiles and we can pull something good there, is maybe a risk worth taking. I just don't see a way for us to score more points. I don't think we can afford to make a play like Dozy. Not at this score, because that just closes down that whole section of the board over there on the bottom right. So we need to keep this as open as feasible. Yeah, I mean, you could also consider Yez over here to set up the O-hook. I guess that's not terrible. But I'd rather just score more points. And then, yeah, if he can't use that Z, then I've got a decent chance of using it. But he does use it with G's for 42. And another fairly clunky draw for us here. Yeah, maybe... I guess we have Twerk. That's 53 points, so not going to be able to do better. And he bingos again with Smilier. So this is getting out of hand very quickly. And we draw FV out of the bag. So this game is already pretty much over, guys. I mean, we're down 193, and we've got FMPV. So I don't even know what we can realistically do here. I mean, we could play Vamp, I guess, through this A. I don't see anything else. We need to get rid of some consonants and try to bingo. We can't overlap here because OL is no good. Yeah, I just don't see anything else. I definitely don't want to play FOP and keep 4 consonants. So yeah, I think Vamp is probably fine. Maybe if I can draw like 3 bingos in a row, I can still win this game. We'll see. Okay, this is just getting ridiculous. He bingos again without Weil, and we pick up the Q. So I think it's safe to say this game is officially over, and we're now in spread cutting mode. So let's just play Cot over here to unload the Q, because I don't think we're going to be able to do any better. Alright, he plays Mears. We'd have Finfoots with a T, which would be cool. But not going to happen here. 401 to 152. What a score. I guess just if down here to score some points. 33 keeps NOOS, which is not a great leave. The thing is, like, if I make an opening, even if I bingo somewhere for 80, I'm still going to be down like 200, which is the craziest part. So I just don't really see any hope for us here. Let's just play if. Maybe I can draw a bingo and cut this to like 200. Wow. This is just insane. He plays his 5th bingo of the game already with reaction and takes a 302-point lead. That is absolutely ridiculous. And not a good draw for us either. I mean, I don't even know here. I guess just... I mean, I could just fish off an O. I don't even know what I can hit, though. That's the problem. There's like nowhere to bingo because he's just played so many bingos himself and exhausted the board. I mean, I could also just play reactions and dosa, but I do have the last S, so I don't really see a lot of merit to doing that. Maybe something with out wild? I'm not even sure what. OUD? I don't have a hook. That doesn't really make sense. I guess I could just play out to try for a bingo. Maybe that is right, or maybe quad. Yeah, probably quad here is fine. I just don't think the leave after Oi hits enough. So I'd rather just play quad and get rid of some more tiles. Wow, this is absolutely insane. He gets down a 6th bingo in 8 turns. Yeah, that's a 6th bingo in 8 turns, and he takes a 563 to 203 lead. So I think it's safe to say we will not be winning this game at this point. And let's see if we can stop him from getting his second 700 of this series. I'm just going to play lousy at this point. I don't really think there's much else to do. So let's see if he bingos again. Okay, he doesn't. He scores well, though, with Ah. He climbs up to 601. I do have a nice play of Janana over here for 36. So why don't we go ahead and do that? He plays duo. I do think we'll probably be able to hold him to like 650 or so. And now probably just hovered or hoveled. I guess hoveled is probably slightly better. There's no S's unseen for shoveled. So that looks fine. And he does bingo again. Unbelievable. He actually bingos through that O. And is he going to break 700? That's the question. I mean, Grebe has got to be my best play. Or is it? Or is BE more? 356 and 32. No, Grebe is better. What's he going to get with this A? So 683. He needs 17 to get 700. I don't think that's quite going to happen. Yeah, because his best ace spread, I think, is the bottom right. So I think he's going to get 690. Okay, so that's also 7. Yeah, so 690 to 341. HastyBot bingos 7 times. Absolutely insane game. I mean, I don't think there's going to be much to analyze, but let's go ahead and take a look. I mean, he plays partied, and yeah, I mean, I just have to exchange here. Like, you can't do this. I mean, you're already down 76. You can't be keeping BJKLW. I mean, that means you're going to be at least another 3 turns probably from bingoing, and I mean, you can't just be trudging along with 20-point plays at that point. You've got to exchange and try to get something better. But yeah, I mean, after sacks a tile, this looks perfectly fine. I mean, like I said, I'm already down like 200. I need to take some risks. So making an opening like that seems reasonable. And wow, so he actually kept IRS blank. But yeah, of course it makes sense for him to do this and score 42, keep the blank. I mean, you can bingo for 74 here, but certainly the blank S combo is worth well over 30 points. So that looks like a good play. Yeah, nothing else to consider for me here. He bingos again, and I mean, this game is basically just already over. Like, I don't have a better play than Vamp. I mean, I saw Fob and Palm, but I just can't afford to keep 4 consonants here. So at least Vamp keeps the O. So I still have some remote chances, maybe, all of which were immediately gone after Outwhile. And yeah, I mean, here, Cot, there's nothing else. Yeah, he's actually close to bingoing again here. He just plays mirrors. Doesn't appear to be anything better than if. I could play offs, I guess. I mean, to try to set up like a D-hook or something. Like I said, I mean, the game is completely lost at this point. Even if I do hit a bingo there with a D for 100, I'm still going to be down like 150. So, it really doesn't matter. If it's fine to just keep things tight to cut spread. He bingos again. Nothing really better than quad here. As I mentioned, OY, this is not a terrible leave, but it just doesn't hit enough bingos. Like Astound wouldn't even play on this board, for instance, or add nouns. So it's just not really worth playing that. So instead I decided to play off a few more tiles. He bingos again with Orogenic. And yeah, I mean, I guess maybe Cayenne just to keep the S, but it doesn't really matter because once I play reactions, there aren't any good S hooks on this board, so it makes sense, I think, to spend the S just for a few extra points. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a moot point here. He plays Janana looks pretty much optimal. Duo, yeah, I mean, I guess I could have not opened up another line for a bingo here, but like, it scores so much more than anything else I have. It does a great job cleaning up my rack, and the pool is not great. Like, the odds of him actually bingoing through an O there are not particularly high, but of course he finds a way to do it with Baritone, and then Grebe is the best endgame play, and he goes out with his A, and that's the game. I mean, I really don't think there's much else to be said, guys. Like, I don't think I made any mistakes, and I lost by 349 points. But hey, that's Scrabble, and that is gonna happen sometimes. So I think this is gonna be a really short video, probably the shortest one of this series yet. Looks like it's gonna finish in under 12 minutes because, yeah, that's all I have to say. I mean, there was nothing else to say. He bingoed 7 times, played really well. I played really well too. I just, you know, couldn't get anything going, and that's the way it goes sometimes. But hey, we had been on a 4-game winning streak, so he was due. And yeah, hopefully we'll do a little bit better than this in game number 66. So I'll see you guys soon there. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.